Hello, I'm Katie from Cookery Doodle Doo, and today we're going to be making some garden-inspired scones that the children really love and will be great for garden parties in the summer. We're going to use some beautiful lavender flowers, and we're going to have them with blueberries and with honey, which is going to be really delicious. And the other scone recipe we're going to do actually includes rose essence. So the basis for both these recipes is actually the same. We're going to be using self-raising flour, good free-range eggs, caster sugar and nice quality butter. We tend to use in the classes these little baking hats because they're quite cool for children. They're just old-fashioned scales, probably similar to measuring in cups. In America it measures by volume instead of by weight. 220 grams per bowl of flour. I'm going to measure that into there, and the same again for the other bowl. And then the next thing you want to do is get hold of some nice cold butter. This is lovely English organic butter, so it'll taste delicious in the recipe. Mix it up really well, rub the butter into the flour until all the little pieces have sort of incorporated in. You know when it's ready because you can rub it together, and when you hold it in your fist like this, you can form a little bit of a shape, and then you know it's got enough fat in it to make the flour stick together, but it's not feeling oily when you do it. You can add your sugar, pour 25 grams. And the other one. Normally I'd use a big wooden spoon, but for scones I really like to use a nice cold metal spoon. I just find it easier for mixing in the ingredients. So we've got a spoon in each bowl, and you want to just make sure that the sugar is well mixed in there. Although we're using self-raising flour, you might want to add a little bit of baking powder just to give it a bit of extra lift. So we're just going to put a teaspoon of baking powder into each one. To add the flavours, we're making two different versions here. If you've got your rose essence, put about a teaspoon. And then for the lavender, there's lots of different ways you can do it. You could get some food grade essential oil that's completely 100% lavender oil and not mixed with any base oils. You could add 2 drops of that. Or you could do what I'm going to do, which is to just put the food grade petals just straight in. I'm also going to add just a little touch of bog standard vanilla, nothing fancy. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that. And that'll be really nice, it'll really complement the other flavours. What we need to do now is to add an egg. That's just nicely mixed together. Then we just need to add enough milk just to bind the mixture together gently. This is what the mixture looks like once you've got a little bit more of your milk in and you've stirred that through. It's just a nice soft dough, and I've put a little bit of flour on it to stop it from sticking because we're going to roll it out next. And you want your scones about 2 centimetres thick when you cut them out. This is really pretty, you can see the little flowers. I've gone for a heart shape this time. I'm going to coat these with milk like I did with the lavender ones. While we've been doing this, we've been preheating the oven so that it will be nice and hot for these to go into. You want it at about 220, but I would watch out with scones. You don't want them to get too hot too quickly because they won't rise and they'll burn on the top, which is really miserable. So we put the scones in the oven for about 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes, until they are risen and lovely and brown on the top. And when you cut them in half, they shouldn't be doughy in the middle. That means they're lovely and cooked. I've got lovely clotted cream here with a nice thick crust, which is really delicious. So this isn't a diet recipe. And then I'm going to top that with some fresh blueberries. You could use raspberries too, they'd be really good. But I really like the blue in the blueberries with the lavender because I think that looks really pretty. And then to serve it, you want to put a nice big dollop of the honey on top. The rose scones are also ready, and we've done them in little heart shapes, which is quite cute. This is great as well for little girls' birthday parties. And there you have it, that's your rose-scented, heart-shaped scones with a raspberry jam and clotted cream. Hope you've enjoyed watching the video, and if you want more information about our classes, you can visit cookerydoodledoo.com, where there's lots of information about what we do.